Our next guests say when it comes to your physical and financial stability, the same principles that allow us to achieve a better body may do the same for our investment portfolio. Joining us now are the authors of Age Proof, Living Longer Without Running Out of Money or Breaking a Hip, is award-winning financial journalist Jean Chatzky. You may recognize her from the Today Show, along with Dr. Michael Roizen, who co-authored the New York Times best-selling books, You, the Owner's Manual, along with Dr. Oz. I'm so excited to talk to you both. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get started. Talk about the link that you see between our health and our wealth.
We're all living so much longer than any previous generation. And the link is that you can't really have one without the other if you want to have vital, sustainable decades toward the end of your life. You need both health and wealth. You need to make sure that your health is in good shape. Otherwise, your financial resources are going to run out, and vice versa.
Okay, Jean and I were doing a pilot for a TV show called The Experts. And I started learning, that show didn't go anyplace, but I started learning an awful lot about finances from her. And Jean said she was learning a lot about health from me. And there were 8 principles that were the same that help you live longer and that accumulate more money so you can enjoy those last years even to a greater degree. For example, automation was one of them. You automate your savings by checking off the 401k so you get that money before you actually have to even think about spending it or saving it. Same thing with health. You want to eat the same few meals for breakfast and lunch, same few choices every day so you don't have to think about it. You can have things you love that love your body back. You want that relationship with food. You want to love it, but you want it to love you. And if you have just a few, it's automating. You don't have to think about it, and it will get you healthier, and you'll save money, so it will, in fact, you'll accumulate money, so you'll be able to enjoy those last years, those last 30 or 40 years, much more.
I like that idea. Let's talk specifically about food. What foods have been shown to add years to our lives?
So, Molly, the foods that add years to our life are what we call the odd omegas. So omega-3 and omega-9. Omega-9 is olive oil, a great choice for cooking with and sauteing with. Omega-3, like in walnuts and salmon, that decreases your joint inflammation, decreases inflammation in your arteries, and you want to be called a fathead because 50% of your brain is fat and 60% of it is omega-3. Helps you stay and keep your memory and keep your eyesight. It helps prevent that first stage of macular degeneration. And it's healthy for your heart. So walnuts are the only nuts with appreciable omega-3 in them. That, a walnut-crusted salmon, and a olive oil sautéed spinach with garlic on it. My favorite meal. I look forward to it every day. So that's what you want people to look forward to. You want them to look forward to the foods that you can have a relationship with, meaning you love them and they love your body back. And that's the key. You wouldn't be in a relationship with a boyfriend, Molly, who didn't love you back. You shouldn't be in a relationship with food that doesn't love you back. We put a whole bunch of these common food choices that we remade into healthy recipes at walnuts.org.
I like that. Jean, let's talk about financial stability. What's your recipe?
So my recipe, aside from the walnuts and the olive oil, is to start with an emergency cushion. A lot of people think, oh, once I hit retirement, I no longer need that emergency cushion. That's not true. Emergencies continue to happen, and having at least a few $1,000s can help you stave off a lot of stress. You also want to make sure you're saving consistently so that you hit your retirement goals, and once you get to the point where you're slowing down in terms of work and starting to pull money out of those retirement accounts, you need a plan for a measured way to do that so that the money lasts as long as you do. We wrote this book because running out of money and breaking a hip, those are the biggest fears that people have about getting older. We've found real strategies to conquer them, and you can find more about them at ageproof.life.
I love it. The book, again, is Age Proof, Living Longer Without Running Out of Money or Breaking a Hip. Great to talk to you both. Thank you so much.
Nice to talk to you.
And stay tuned because after the break, we're going to have your responses to our sound off question. The Morning Blend will be right back.